And when you look at the big board, you're really taking a look at a macro look of how the coronavirus is affecting our economy. And I want to take us a little bit more micro as we look at small businesses, specifically Latino-owned small businesses. The U.S. Hispanic Chamber of Commerce estimates that Latina-owned businesses contribute more than $700 billion to the U.S. economy, and small businesses that are owned by Latinos are the fastest growing portion of that number. So joining me right now is Valeria Aloe. She is the president of AlphaQuest Consulting, which specializes in women and minority-owned businesses. She's also a part of the statewide Hispanic Chamber of Commerce in New Jersey. Valeria, thank you so much for joining us this morning. You know, we spoke to a small business owner in New Jersey earlier on the show, and she mentioned some of the challenges she faces. You see this from a bird's eye view, so tell us what you are observing as someone who takes a look at all businesses across the state, specifically women-owned and Latina-owned businesses.
Hi, Marysol. Thank you for having me. So our Latina-owned businesses are facing similar barriers, similar situations as other businesses in terms of decrease in revenue and closed locations. But particularly, Latina-owned businesses face increased barriers in accessing loans, even if we are talking about microloans. We also have language barriers when it comes to understanding legal and loan terminology. 60% of Latina-owned businesses are owned by immigrants, right? And 90% of Latina-owned businesses are micro businesses, businesses that make less than $100,000 a year. So these businesses have a lack of information of where to go and which options are available for them.
That is a lot to digest. Those are a lot of numbers and a lot of challenges, not just language barriers, but resources. So what do you suggest, or what are you advising the organizations and the businesses that you work with in terms of resources and in terms of loans? I know you work closely also with the federal government. So what recommendations are you making?
So if you're a Latina business owner, you are not alone. That's the most important message I want to convey today. You are not alone. We are a group of organizations working together. So there are 3 steps you can take today before we talk even about loans, which are: understand your numbers, understand your particular situation. Do you have enough cash to pay for your expenses? And if not, which are your options? Number 2, you can protect your cash right now. Minimize your expenses, accelerate if you have outstanding balances with clients, accelerate that, and also postpone any payments to protect your cash. And most importantly, Latina business owners, we are small, but we are flexible, so look for the opportunity. What's the opportunity for your business? How can you adjust your business model to take an advantage of this opportunity in this crisis? So now, if you are talking about loans particularly, there are many options available. You can visit your local bank. There is also federal assistance in terms of loans with low interest rates. There is state assistance. The state of New Jersey is also providing loans with low interest rates, but also grants of up to $5,000. And applications are starting tomorrow and only for 1 week. So there is some sense of urgency here for you to take action. Yes.
Thank you so much, Valeria. That is some really. Yep. Go ahead. You can finish.
And the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce of New Jersey, this is super important, is providing bilingual assistance in English and Spanish to small business owners at no cost, and weekly town halls where we discuss legal topics, payroll topics, and topics that are super important at this point in time. So the key message is we are a group of organizations, Latina Search, the Chambers of Commerce.
Thank you so much for your time.
You.
Unfortunately, we're running out of time. Valeria Aloe, thank you so much for your wealth of resources. We will have all those resources that you mentioned to us on our website at pix11.com. Very, very useful information and a lot of information.